Officer to ask the Scottish Government how the Scottish Budget 2025-26 will improve local services in Motherwell and Wishaw.
Cabinet Secretary Shona Robertson.
The Scottish Budget for 2025-26 focuses on laying the foundations for Scotland's long-term success and directly addressing the priorities of people of Scotland, including those living in Ms Adamson's constituency. The budget delivers £890.2 million for North Lanarkshire Council as part of the record £15.1 billion made available to local government through settlement. This record funding helps to ensure that people across Scotland, including those in Motherwell and Wishaw, continue to receive the high-quality local services they expect and deserve.
Claire Adamson.
I thank the Cabinet Secretary for that answer. The Scottish Government's #1 priority is the eradication of child poverty. Local services and frontline organisations are integral to this aim. Does the Cabinet Secretary agree with me that the UK Government's decision to hike employer national insurance contributions, along with the Chancellor's brutal cuts to social security announced today, will have a devastating impact on Scottish finances, local services, frontline third sector organisations, and will impact on vulnerable people in my Motherwell and Wishaw constituencies?
Cabinet Secretary.
Well, it is clear that the increased employer national insurance contributions will have a damaging effect on the funding available for public services, including those delivered by the third sector. At the same time, the compound impact of decisions to cut winter fuel payment, freeze local housing allowance rates and continuing with the previous government's welfare reforms can only increase the demands for those services. We're still digesting the impact of the Chancellor's statement today, but there is a clear threat that the repeated attacks on some of the most vulnerable members of society risk creating a vicious cycle of reduced funding and increased demand. And we have had confirmation from Treasury that there will be cuts to our block grant from the welfare cuts from 2026-27.